Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Mysterious Cameraman, and today we're going to be talking about Captain Britain Kills the Avengers. So this is a very, very interesting fan film, and I think I really just kind of have to jump into it. I don't have anything to say about it, besides from the fact that it was found through FanFilm Finder. So if you want me to review any fan films, spell on FanFilm Finder, and I'll eventually get up to it. Back to this. I'll say this fan film was very interesting. I don't have very much to say. It was short, and it really goes into the issues that I hate with some of these fan films. Very specifically, the fact that it feels like it's trying to be like a starting point to set up something else. And the reason why I really don't like that about some fan films is I think a fan film should have its own story and then set up a future story. Like, I feel like so many fan films are like, oh my god, let's get a cool cliffhanger. And I know how so many people are joking, like, how Marvel movies are just a giant post-credit scene, but that's kind of what some of these fan films are. Like, they're kind of just stuff happens, and then there's a cliffhanger. But there isn't any resolution to a plot. I will say the fact that this plot is very simply Captain Britain killing these rogue Avengers does make sense for this story. And I will say it does play out well in these 7 minutes. But I wish that it had a conclusion and then the cliffhanger was like, there's more of them or something. But like instead the cliffhanger's like, let's just do a part 2 to it. Which is fine, I guess. But then like, kind of what's the point, I guess? Like you're kind of like leading your audience on. And I'll say this episode was strong. I don't think it was extremely strong. I know this is my first time ever finding out about the studio, so I have no clue if they've produced other things in the past. I think they have since this was posted, but I think what this fan film does well is just it looks decent. I do think they really go all out on some of the costuming and stuff, and the editing never looks bad, and the fight scenes do look decent. But overall, this feels like a giant fight scene, but like not like a single one, like a lot of small ones, and it's kind of like the plot is like he's kind of like hunting down these Avengers, which is fine, but there isn't much of like a story. Like I think this is also the Crimson Productions issue, I guess I'm coining it, where it's like him monologuing to himself, which I really don't like in more than one scene. Like in 7 minutes, you can't have 3 scenes of the same character talking to himself, or maybe it was 2, I don't remember. But I just wish that this fan film, it does a lot well, and I do hope that more comes out with this story, but I feel like it's a bold move to be like, we know you're going to like this so much, you're going to come back for a second one. And I think the fact of the matter is you need to finish the story and then give the cliffhanger, not have the cliffhanger be, you got to keep watching the story. Because then you're kind of, like, that's not a good plan to get your audience to keep watching. But honestly, I don't have very much to say about this fan film, very simply because it was good, but that's kind of my thought on it. And I know that could sound very bad, but there isn't much else for me to add on to that thought. Because very simply, this fan film is just pretty good overall, but it isn't great. It isn't terrible. It's better than some of the other ones I found through FanFilm Finder. But overall, I just feel like this fan film is pretty much like exactly what you'd expect. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I really just don't have very much to say about it. Let's just use 6 points. Directing was fine. I didn't hate the direction. Editing was also fine. I actually thought some of the editing was pretty interesting. Acting was good. I enjoyed some of the acting. I liked the actors. Story I already spoke about. The choreography was solid. I actually thought the choreography was good, and the music was there. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I just don't have many thoughts on this fan film. I feel like there were some fun parts. I don't think it was a boring fan film. I just think it needed more for me to be like, this was really solid. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.